This is mutation number 164, burning evacuation with Abathur, P0 for once. I don't usually have commentary on Abathur because usually I don't have much trouble, but this one, even Raynor was easier than this one. I beat Raynor in one try. This took like 10 tries because I kept getting screwed over. First we're gonna use this trap here. So I wanted to lure all the aberrations. There are probably 3 more, but I missed. I put a nest here so that they would get pulled, but they didn't fall for it, I guess. So I'm gonna pull them manually, and I'm manually detonating some nests so that I can get more hits. I know that there's at least 1 more, so I'm going to trap them and then get them here, there. So all the aberrations are gone, and then I'm gonna target down this infestor, take it, and then run. Alright, so here's the second area I'm gonna get biomass from. I'm burrowing so I can regen a little bit, moving the spore away because it's not gonna do anything. The roach already has more life. Turn off autocast and then lure this big group. Boom. And then first Brutalisk, and the second roach is on the way. This time it was a little bit slower than other runs, but it doesn't really matter because as long as I get 1 Brutalisk before 4:45, I'll be fine. And then the second one's is on the way, so we'll be fine. The second one will be online around like 5:30ish. So once the Nidus Worms start popping at 5:20, okay, focus them down. There's second Brutalisk, okay. Then I'll get a third Roach, get the Spire and Infestation Pit. Here I'm going to take out the Nidus, although I don't think I really need to. I can actually just leave it for more biomass. But it doesn't matter. Used to taking it out, so I just took it out. Then third Roach starts walking around. The good thing about Brutalisks is that you can just keep moving and they'll still attack. So I can avoid the fire. That guy's really low, so I'm going to hide. And I thought they would come this way, so I put 2 nests, but they ended up going to the right, which means those 2 nests are now wasted. So sad, but it's alright. We'll be fine. And then here I have 1 more nest. This nest won't do anything for a long time, so might as well, boom, just let them walk into it. And then we expo. Clear out all those, build the buildings necessary, and then here we go, get ready to expo. And then here we want to keep the healthy one in front and then the weaker ones in the back. Gonna lure them now. 2 of them are pretty hurt, so I don't want them to die now. They're kind of necessary, so we're gonna pull them back. The healthy one can go forward. The hurt ones can finish off the third area, and Mutalisks can get biomass. But I accidentally turned my Mutalisk into a Guardian because I was supposed to change the rally point, so I pressed G, but I was clicked on the Mutalisk, so and I didn't want to turn the Guardian into a Leviathan, so I just built more Mutalisks. It's fine. I turned off autocasts on the Guardian. Anyways, since I need time to get resources, I'm gonna just start my evolution chamber wall around the second ship. You need about 6 evolution chambers. And then the wave comes at 13, so most of my army will be waiting there. Vipers will be ready, and then a few Brutalisks will be at home in case there are some stragglers that don't get killed by the toxicness. And since I have limited larvae, I'm just gonna bank up drones because I'm gonna use them. I'm not making roaches, so I'm gonna be making like huge walls. Alright, most of them died. And then the mutas will take the rest of the biomass, get this other 2 Leviathans, and then now we're ready. Alright, so basically I'm keeping an eye on my Brutalist's health so that they don't die. And these other ones, I'm mostly F2, but if I see that my dudes are in trouble, I'm gonna pull them back. And then now, starting from the 3rd ship, I'm just not using Brutalists for the ships. They're only gonna be used for defending the natural. Here, drop a Toxic Nest, gonna make another wall around the 3rd ship. The enemy attack wave is coming, so I'm gonna put Toxic Nests along the path. And I'm gonna make more Vipers. Vipers can consume, yes, but having more of them is just good. Here, we're gonna kill them, and oh no, there's fire, so we're gonna wait a little, I guess. At this point, I need a few Devourers because later on the Banshees will attack, they'll fly over my wall. And I want to not let them do that. I want to prevent them from doing that, so I used anti-air, air-to-air, so that means they'll get destroyed by the Devourers. Here, I basically see wherever the aberrations are attacking, I'm going to throw down the blinding cloud. Okay, here I see they're breaking through the middle. Burrow the Brutalists so that they don't get pulled by F2A, and then just throw down blinding clouds. Sometimes this forms a perfect wall because you can see with Eminent Domain, Amon takes some of my stuff, and actually since my units are so busy killing other stuff, I don't actually attack the walls. So they actually help. The Eminent Domain helps. Here, unfortunately, I have no ground units, so the Zealots with their crack go straight to the ship, and the ship has lost 2 bars, which that's alright. My plan is basically like if they touch the ship, it's gonna die, more or less. So here we're gonna do like a super thick evolution chamber wall. I tried using hatcheries once, and that was a huge mistake because once Amon takes the hatcheries, he starts making queens and zerglings really quickly. I'm gonna have so many minerals that I'm going to make a 3rd hatch so that I get even more drones. In the meantime, I'm clearing this area. I'm gonna use that guy because I'm gonna use him to trigger the ship if necessary. And then I completely forgot about it. So here I was too busy clearing. It's alright. I forgot about that ship, so oh no. Well, and it might as well. And then here, the attack wave is here, but because I didn't trigger the ship, I could use my main army to fight off the wave. Move the spine crawlers away from the fire, and then get ready. This at the last ship, we'll build another thick wall. Enemies are coming, so again, my 12 Vipers will be blinding, clouding, lots of stuff. And then I'm going to consume whatever unit I can, because especially Devourers are bigger, so they're easier to click. But I kind of, at some point, I just like, I have rapid fire on, so I just hold C and drag around and just let them consume anyone, and then use mend. Pretty much always want to have a mend on like cooldown so that it's not wasted, but here I think I didn't need it, so it's alright. Here we go. Look at all those storms dodged. Alright, more biomass, cool. And then I'm going to... I should have just let the Immortal go because I was going to sacrifice that ship anyways. Oh well, that's fine. Pull him back. And I'm gonna sacrifice the top middle ship anyways, so I'm getting ready for the last ship. And then I see usually the last two waves, they don't fly into the natural, they walk towards the natural. So I put toxic nests outside on the ramp or the path to the ramp. I'm gonna burrow these guys here because they're not needed. And unfortunately, these guys saw buildings to the south, so they walked south instead of to the nets. And these guys, for some reason, stayed. I thought they would go away once the ship was gone, but apparently they stayed. Oh well, that's fine. So I'll just make more. Not all of those walls will become Amons, but like if even a few of them become Amons, it will slow them down because it'll just block their path. And again, wherever there are aberrations, I will throw down a blinding cloud. And then occasionally mend. And then I see, oh no, they're breaking through, so they didn't actually take over because it's blocking their path. Sometimes Eminent Domain doesn't trigger and they don't take it, so yeah. Here, there are actually tanks, so I have to blinding cloud the tanks and the melee range units. So looking carefully and just blinding clouding as many things as I can. Just going nuts.